What if Naruto was an Aburame Part 2? The next morning, Naruto wakes up, sitting bolt upright. After years of training, he doesn't suffer from the same grogginess that most people do when waking up. He puts on his Anbu gear, like normal, and grabs his short sword, hitching it onto his back and making his way to the main chamber, where he knew that Lord Danzo was waiting for him. As always, Naruto knelt down in front of Danzo, waiting for his command. He tells Naruto that it's time for him to join the Academy and find his one true rival. Try and get close to both Sasuke Uchiha and Shino Aburame. Naruto raises his head slightly, hearing Shino's name, and Danzo, almost reading Naruto's mind, says, "Yes, Naruto, he's your cousin, and also very gifted, much like yourself." He didn't know it himself, as such thoughts and emotions were useless to a shinobi. But Naruto was actually a bit excited to see someone from his own clan, apart from Tsurune, who had also told him about Shino. Naruto makes his way to the academy, sporting a long coat and glasses very similar to Tsurune. While walking, his bugs notice that someone is watching them, and they relay this to Naruto, who looked unbothered as always. But using his immense speed, Naruto disappears from view and reappears behind his spectator, who he soon finds out is called Ino. She was curious about who he was, as she hadn't ever seen him before, and are now overwhelmingly impressed by how fast Naruto is. Naruto tells Ino in a calm voice that she shouldn't be staring at people like that. It's weird and quite frankly annoying. She was about to shout at Naruto for being so rude, but notices the bugs that were re-entering his body through the small holes in his neck. She realises that this person must be related to that weird kid, Shino. And she asks Naruto where he's been, to which Naruto remains quiet, turning round and making his way towards the academy, with Ino following, keeping a small distance for now. When walking into the classroom, a few people start whispering about who this new person is, but Naruto didn't care. He walked up to the darkest corner of the classroom and sat down, with Ino sitting not too far away. After a few minutes, someone walks over and sits down directly next to Naruto, his cousin Shino. They don't say a single word to each other, but their bugs seem to have a somewhat telepathic link, being able to communicate for a short while, with them eventually find out who the other person is. Iruka walks into the room and starts to take the register, making a comment on his surprise of having not one but two Aburames in the same class. That's not really happened before. After making sure everyone was there, Iruka tells them they will have some sparring matches outside to see where everyone's skill level is compared to the rest of their peers. When they get outside, Iruka starts drawing lines between people's names. And after a few minutes, the first match begins. Naruto Aburame versus Sasuke Uchiha. They both enter the circle, awaiting Iruka's instruction. And once Iruka says for them to begin, he shouts, "Start," and the moment he does, bugs erupt from within Naruto's body. But they didn't look like Shino's. While Shino's were black, with a slight purple hue, Naruto's were changing between vibrant red and bright blue, showing Naruto's two different, very distinct chakra natures. Sasuke was a bit intimidated by this, as I think most people would, but doesn't back down as he runs in headfirst to try and take Naruto down. But this was all for nothing, as Sasuke threw a punch at Naruto's face, but his bugs blocked the strike using ice chakra to harden and nearly break Sasuke's hand. As this happened, Naruto pulled out his short sword, slamming the hilt into Sasuke's stomach, knocking him out in one shot. Sakura was in uproar, like normal, saying that Naruto must have cheated. No one could beat Sasuke, definitely not a weirdo like this kid. But in this timeline, Ino stays quiet, as she is intrigued by Naruto, and is actually developing not a crush, but definitely an interest. Although she wouldn't admit it. Not yet, anyway. After the fights are over, Sasuke wakes up and sees Naruto sitting under the shade of a tree, keeping to himself, staring off into the distance. Sasuke walks over very cautiously and asks how he became so strong, to which Naruto, knowing that the route needs to remain a secret, simply says that he just is. I'm this strong. He knows that Naruto is just avoiding answering, but in fear of being knocked out again, he drops the subject for now. Over the next few years at the academy, Naruto kept to himself, rarely speaking to anyone outside of small conversations with Shino, Sasuke, and sometimes Ino, who Naruto has also grown a bit fond of. He likes having her around sometimes. While at night, he would go back to the route to continue his training under Danzo's supervision, and to report to him what happened that day, and the state of the village, as he sees it. The day of the graduation exam comes, and everyone passes, really easily, with Naruto making bug clones instead of normal clones. After the exam, Mizuki pulls Naruto to the side and tells him of a way to become a Chunin very quickly, as Naruto seems to be fairly ambitious. He tells Naruto to steal the scroll of sealing from the Hokage's office and bring it to him. If you do this, then I can fast track you to becoming a Chunin. Naruto knows that Mizuki is lying right away, just from his body language. But he goes along with it to see what he wants to do with the scroll. Or what he'll do anyway. That night, Naruto gets the scroll with no issue whatsoever, and takes it to the forest to meet with Mizuki. While waiting, Naruto opens the scroll and finds one jutsu, put in there by the 4th Hokage. Aburame style, devouring hurricane. Naruto concentrates on the commands used for his bugs, and once they learn how to do it, they let Naruto know that they have the idea of what's happening and they can in fact do it whenever he needs. And they also tell him that Mizuki is very close to his position, as they have been tracking him, it seems. Naruto stands up, awaiting the inevitable, and sure enough, a huge shuriken comes spinning out of the woods, which Naruto simply catches, throwing it into the ground with no effort whatsoever. Mizuki tells Naruto to try and shake him a bit, that he's the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, But Naruto just laughs, telling Mizuki that he already knows this. And while he says this, the bugs that had left his body started glowing with Kyuubi chakra, all of them growing slightly in size as well. That was just to scare him more than anything else, as Naruto appears behind Mizuki and says, "I guess I can test this out." Naruto holds his hand, creating a ball of his bugs, and using his chakra started spinning them, the same way a Rasengan does, and thrusts it into Mizuki while muttering "Devouring Hurricane." The Jitsu starts tearing into Mizuki's flesh and implanting bugs inside him, eating Mizuki from the inside out, leaving absolutely nothing behind. Naruto walks away, taking the scroll back to the Hokage's mansion before anyone even knew it was missing. I'm going to leave this here for now, and I hope you enjoyed it, but I will say that I understand if you don't, because I can hear my own voice and it's terrible at the moment. I think I got COVID off someone, and it's just gone on for a very long time. But any ideas you have for new techniques, please just let me know in the comments. And like and subscribe if you like my content, I guess. And while you're there, you might as well press the bell to get notified when I upload next. But with that being said, as always, I'll see you later. Bye.